Well guys, welcome back. How are you? So this is recipe number 3 today, from box number 3, and I'm not a korma fan. I'll be honest, if I have an Indian, I tend to go for something a little bit spicy, but this one was a korma spiced prawn pilaf, and on the recipe card it does show a dollop of something there, and that is yogurt, and I would never have put a plain bit of yogurt with a korma, but it works. So let me show you how I made it first of all. Right, okay, so the first thing I need to do is to cook my onion and my garlic in a saucepan. So not a frying pan, a saucepan, because the sauce is going to be made straight into this pan. So I've got there one large white onion, and then I'm just going to grate some garlic into this. Alright, it's usually one clove of garlic, but I've got 2 small cloves here, so I'm just going to grate those in. It's actually very strong garlic. Normally it's onions that make your eyes water, but this has made my eyes water tonight. Don't quite know why. It's probably a little bit too large, but it's more around the flavour, I believe. Anything else? Let me get that in and cook that off. Get a wooden spoon. So I'm just going to cook that until the onion's softened. About 5 to 6 minutes, so we'll come back when that's done. Right, so that's all cooked now. I just need to add the korma paste into this. That's done. Give that a stir. Perfect, and now I need to add the rice. And as my husband is always really hungry, I was tempted to do 2 lots of rice for this actually, but looking at it, because the rice goes into the actual ingredients, I won't on this occasion. Going to mix that up there, and then some vegetable stock needs to go in. I never get it to cut properly across. I'm trying to get these things in. Hang on, let me get it in. There we go. Perfect. And then to add in here 300 millilitres of cold water. Perfect. Just give that a stir. And then I'm going to bring that up to the boil and then leave it to simmer for 10 minutes until the rice is cooked. While that's getting on, I'm going to carry on with the rest of the dish, which is the sort of the prawn based dish. And I have to say, at the moment the veg that I've had with this pack isn't in the best condition. It's edible, but I think if I hadn't used it today it wouldn't have lasted another day, considering this is only the 3rd pack of 5 that I've got. So, and I started literally the day I got it. So if they'd expected it to last, it wasn't going to last this actual pack, so that's a bit disappointing. So let's leave that to boil, and then I'll get it to simmer, and then we'll get on with the rest of the dish. Right, so now I've got my coriander, which I've just slightly chopped up. And I'm going to add to that just a little bit of olive oil. 1 tablespoon, that's all that's needed for this. That's gone in there. And then just need to add lime juice. I've actually cut it into wedges tonight to actually squeeze it because I think it's easier to get the juice out if it's in wedges. And I just need the juice of half a lime. The other half we'll use on the side. So that's going in. Lovely. And then just a little bit of pepper to season. Perfect. And then I can just give that a little quick mix. We didn't need such a big bowl, really, but okay. And then just need to set that aside for later. That's done, and we'll get back to the oven or the stove actually now because we need to sort out the green beans and the prawns. So my pan's lovely and hot, so I'm going to add to that my green beans with no oil. It does say to add oil, but obviously this is a Berkoff pan that doesn't need any oil. Just going to check on my rice, and it looks absolutely perfect. So what I'm going to do now is turn that off and just leave that to cook the rest of the time in its own steam. So that can go off there. Use the same wooden spoon. So you can see some of the dark patches on these green beans. Not great, and the carrot wasn't much better. So I'm just going to cook these for about 3 minutes. Just going to add a bit of pepper to season them. Want them to slightly char. I'll come back when that's done. Right, my beans are done nicely, so I'm just going to add in some garlic now to that. This is just 1 clove because I sort of crushed it to get it out. It broke up quite easily. There we go, let's get rid of that. We don't want the skin, but we've got the clove there. I'll just get rid of it on the back. Perfect. Give that a mix. Garlic and green beans go really nicely together. It really makes a difference to the flavours. It's lovely. Right, that's done nicely now, so I'm going to add my prawns to this. If I can find my scissors to open the packet. Just tip those in. Give those a good mix. And I'll leave those to cook for about 3 to 4 minutes until the prawns are thoroughly pink, which will be perfect. Right, I don't know if you can see, but the prawns are now, oh, let's put you out of it. Right, so then you can see the prawns are now cooked. I'm just going to swap my pans over for a second so you can see my rice here. So that's cooked lovely. Just going to fluff it up a little bit. There we go. And then I'm going to add to this my grated carrot. Just 1 whole grated carrot. Mix all that in. Looks lovely for the colours, isn't it? There we go. So now I'm going to swap that back over so you've got my prawns, and I'm going to mix my rice in with my prawns. Get all that rice in, and the onions, all those beautiful flavours. Fantastic. And then just give that a mix so I get all the prawns and rice mixed together. If you just heard something pop up, I'm going to do some naan bread to go with this. And so I've just run putting the oven on, or the grill. I've done the toaster. Got to watch the fuel, so it makes more economical sense to do it that way. and then add in my lime zest. It's gone in there. And mix all that in. It looks absolutely lovely. There's not a lot of smell coming off it. I can't say it smells divine, but I'm sure it's going to taste divine. Right, that is done. So that is ready to serve into bowls. Right, got my 2 bowls. Let's get my rice and just divide it by 2. Give my hubby a little bit extra maybe, because he's always hungry after his evening meal. He's always looking for scraps or seconds or something. Excuse the steam. So it's just freshly cooked. That looks lovely. Fantastic. And then my coriander dressing, remember it from earlier? Just going to pop that on the top. Going to put the juice all over that as well. Maybe didn't quite share it equally. There we go. I've got a couple of wedges of lime. There we go. And then got some low-fat natural yogurt, which came with it. So I'm just going to add, actually I might just do that. And for my husband's I'll just leave a dollop there. See which way you prefer it, presentation wise. There you go, and that is done. So that is the Korma spiced prawn pilaf. Let's see what it tastes like. Yeah, really nice. You get like quite a big sachet of yogurt, which I used on my breakfast the next morning, which was really handy. 30-35 minutes again. These are all very quick recipes, I have to say. And I do love that it's all portioned out, and you know, yes, you have to do a bit of chopping, but you don't have to sort of think about how much you're putting in. Like I said before, my hubby does get a little bit hungry sometimes, so we do have to add other things in it. I did some naan bread with this one. Didn't tell my husband it was gluten-free and dairy-free naan bread. He did notice the difference, and it was really nice. It just helped pack it out a little bit for him. But yeah, really a thumbs up. So that one will be definitely on the to-do list again. And again, it's rice. I don't know what I've done on this batch, because I seem to have gone for recipes that just have rice in it. So there's me moaning that I've had lots of wedges in the past. I'm now just having everything with rice. But hey, I love rice, and it's boiled rice, so that helps reduce some of the calories down, doesn't it? So yes, if you're still in the world, you know boiled rice is free. There's no sins in it. So I think for me, yay, great. Although wedges are as well, as long as there's no oil on them, but I was putting a bit of oil sometimes on them, so yeah, prefer the boiled rice. Alright guys, got one more recipe to show you, and then I promise you I will be going on to things that I'm going to be cooking. Because I'm going to be inspired by some of these recipes, I'll be honest, but I also want to sort of bring some of my own inspiration in. Alright, so I'll catch you next time for the final recipe of the 3rd box. Alright guys, see you soon. Bye.